your Sparkling Spectrumite Hannah, and I hope everyone is doing well today. This is another WIP and Chat. WIP starts, or I always get that wrong. WIP stands for work in progress, and chat means I am just chatting away with you, letting you know what all is going on over here, and then really hoping to hear from you and how you all are doing. So the piece I am working on The Sanderson Sisters by Cheryl Baker. This is a Diamond Art Club event, and not a Diamond Art Club event, it's a Diamond Art Club canvas. However, the event, I'm using this for two events right now. I'm using it for the Cheryl Baker event that is being organized by Cindy Schwinn over on Instagram and on Facebook. She is doing an amazing job. She is making this such a fun event, and I'm just enjoying it so much. And then I'm also doing this for Paws and Claws, which is an event hosted by Laura with Anxiety Art Adventures and Steph from Lazy River Diamond Paintings. So I'm having so much fun. It's definitely giving me some fall vibes, which I'm kind of ready for, to be quite honest. And yeah, it's just been a really fun kit. So some of the tools that I'm using just my small tray from Creations by LEP. Every tool I use, guys, I'll make sure to link it down below. But yeah, it's a good little tray. I figured the purple kind of went with some of the colors here. I'm using my really fun pen from Enabler's Outpost. It has paw prints on it, which I thought was very appropriate for Paws and Claws. It's very lightweight too, which I love. I'm using Maui's Paws Wax from Schwartz Wax, which is awesome. Abigail Marie. She also has diamond paintings, which are amazing. Let's see here. For my multi-placer, I am using some Pity Putty from Painting with Pitties in Watermelon Lemonade. Washi tape, because I changed out the washi tape. I used a different one last week, and it just wasn't sticking the way I want. So I figured, well, it's kind of fall vibe. So I've got my fun little Harry Potter washi tape. This was purchased, I think, on Amazon, and I actually didn't purchase it. It was actually a gift from someone. So I wish I could tell you exactly where it comes from, but I'm not sure. But it's my fun little Harry Potter washi tape, which is sticking actually very well. And then, of course, to hold all my, first cover minder. So I've got my fun Sanderson Sisters cover minder. It says, Bad Girls Have More Fun. This was actually just a flat back that I purchased from, Southern Crafty Heifer, which I will make sure to post that below. And all I did was I used some of that E6000 and a small magnet and just glued magnets on the back of it. And I have a nice cover minder. So the other side of the magnet goes under your canvas and you just join them together. So yeah, I've got my fun little cover minder there. And then of course the tray that I'm holding everything in is my very fun Dunkin' Donuts tray. This is from Lexi Sparklecraft. She makes awesome resin trinket trays that can hold all your little diamond painting accessories, and it's just really fun. I'm kind of a dunky junkie, so I just had to have this. So not exactly a theme to all my accessories. They're not all exactly matchy-matchy this time, but they're fun and they just make me happy. So there you go. All right, so getting right into it. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank goodness over here we've had a slight reprieve from the heat. I know last week I was just kind of talking about how like everyone was melting here, but thankfully this week it's been a little better. And sorry guys, I didn't mention, I'm just kitting up in my art dot drawers this time. So yeah, it's been a little better when it comes to the heat. I think like last week it was, it was triple digits and we had humidity. This week, typically there's a cardinal out my window. Sorry guys, it's really pretty. So I've got my workspace like right by the window here. So it's kind of nice. I get to like see all the trees and birds, and it's very relaxing. But yeah, thankfully it has not been as hot this week. We got a little bit of a reprieve. So I was very, very thankful for that, because I just don't. I do not handle heat very well. And it really makes me feel pretty awful. So I was just like, I really needed a reprieve, and I was very thankful that we finally got one, because yeah, your girl here does not do well with it, unfortunately. It just really makes me feel bad, and I feel like almost sick and achy, and it's just not the best for me. But that's okay, because now we're over it, at least for right now. So it was so nice that actually, so something I got to do that was fun this week is we have like these gardens. It's like, you know, a really pretty garden that you can go visit, and they'll have like different kind of exhibitions throughout the year that you can go see. And one of the things that they have right now are like these dinosaurs. There's like these big animatronic dinosaurs like hidden throughout the gardens. So it's really cool. And like some of them are like almost like to scale, like almost life size. So that was really fun. So I actually took Maggie to that the other day. It was super fun. So we are in the last week of summer vacation. She starts school next week on the 15th. She's going into 4th grade, guys. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm definitely processing a lot with that, because I don't know, it's just, she's my only child too. So I'm just kind of like, oh, like, my baby's getting bigger. But I'm excited for her. So yeah, we're just kind of enjoying this last week of summer. And so yeah, we went to the gardens and saw the dinosaurs, which was super fun. Maggie is kind of obsessed with dinosaurs right now. That's kind of her special interest. So she is becoming quite the expert on dinosaurs right now. Like, she loves reading books about them. She loves like looking them up. So it was really fun. And for those of you who, you know, might be new or something, so myself and my daughter were both autistic, and special interests are things that like you become the expert on, so to say. So it almost goes like beyond a hobby. It's something that you just absolutely love, and you know, you can have several different special interests, things like that. And so yeah, so right now my daughter's it's dinosaurs, and so it's actually really been fun just seeing her enthusiasm for them, and you know what she loves to talk about with them and everything. So yeah, it's just been fun, and so we really enjoyed that. And of course my sister and her 2 boys went with us, and they're 3 and 6, so of course they loved all the dinosaurs too. And it was just a really fun little trip. Let's see, what else did we do? I think like one day so I try to do something, you know, just kind of a little fun each day during summer. And it might be just something very small, like, hey, we'll watch a movie downstairs and kind of treat it as like a movie night, or, you know, something like that. Cause I'm like, you know, most parents, I'm like, you can't do all day fun every day during the summer. You just can't. And so, you know, I've really tried to kind of just do something here and there. So like one day I think I would like surprise her. I'm like, hey, let's go get like Chick-fil-A for lunch, because she loves Chick-fil-A. So we did that one day, and yeah, we did the gardens. Today, so this brings me to kind of a fun announcement. So actually, by the time you see this video, we've already gotten them. So I'll make sure to post pictures and all that. But today, which is Thursday, because I film on Thursdays and then post on Fridays, we will actually be receiving 2 more foster kitties. So for those of you who watch, or if you're just catching up, we are we do foster animals for our local humane society. And we have had one of our fosters now for, gosh, I think actually now it's been 3 or 4 weeks. I can't remember. And he's doing amazing. And I do say he because that was kind of a funny story. Last week, I had told you all that she was going in for surgery because they do spay and neuter surgery for all the animals there. And she was so young at the time, you know, like you can only kind of guess what they are. And she went in for a spay and came out with a neuter. So we found out our little girl was actually a little boy. And, but it actually kind of worked out perfect because our little Sunny, who we had named Sunny, just became Sonny. So it totally worked out and we didn't even have to change the name. So that was kind of fun. We found that out last week. And so sure enough though, this week, unfortunately they got like, they're struggling so hard with just how many people are trying to, you know, surrender animals or strays or things like that. And so they've had like several pairs of kittens come up and they're just, you know, they're trying so hard to find home for all these people. Because here's the thing, for all these cats, because unfortunately what's going on is if they don't find homes, like there's only one alternative and it's not a good one. And it sucks like that things have to be that way. But unfortunately, that's just, you know, the resources they have. And they do have to rely on a lot of outdoor, you know, or out like town help and volunteerism and things like that. So they got another whole group of like all these kittens. And so they actually had messaged me and they're like, hey, we know you have a foster right now. Would you maybe be willing to take like 2 more? And at first I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, well, you know, because I've got pets of my own. I've got, you know, 3 cats and 3 dogs of my own. And I was a little worried because I'm still like kind of like, we have a designated foster space, which is great, but there's part of me that I kind of want to change it up a little bit just to make it like really efficient. And so I said, well, it depends. Like, do you need them separated? Because I'm like, you know, if you need them separated, I'm like, I probably can't because I just don't have that kind of space. But they were actually like, they're like, no, it's okay. Like, because, you know, they've all had their surgeries now and, you know, we still keep them up to date with vaccines and everything. And of course, our own personal pets, they're all up to date with vaccines. They're like, if you want, they could be together. And the 2 that you could get are actually like the same age as your current foster. And part of me, I was like, well, that kind of might be nice because our little foster Sunny, he has our 3 adult cats to play with and he does really well. But it's like, you know, there's part of me that I'm like, oh, I wish he had kind of some other kittens to play with since he didn't really get that. And so I was kind of like, well, maybe this would be a good opportunity for him to have like some more little kitten friends. And so, yeah, so we said yes. And so we will be going to pick them up this afternoon. So yes, so I don't know. My husband and my sister and I have actually all been debating now. We're like, okay, am I at the point where I'm a crazy cat lady? Like, is that where I am in my life now? I don't know. Maybe it'd be one thing if I kept all of them, but I'm not. I'm only fostering them. So I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments if you think I'm approaching that crazy cat lady area yet. Hopefully I'm not. But I felt bad. And the fact that they even said, they're like, no, it's okay. You can keep them together. Like, we just really need someone to take them. That's when I was like, okay, we can do that. So yeah, so we're going to be getting 2 more fosters. So I will make sure once I get them that, you know, I'll post pictures and share names with you and everything. And yeah, so we're excited about that. And, you know, we're happy to help. And then thankfully though, I had said in previous WIP and Chats that our Humane Society, like I figured we'd have our foster for a while because our Humane Society unfortunately had to stop all cat adoptions because there was like a illness that was going around with all the cats. And so they can't adopt sick animals out. Like they just can't do that. So they weren't taking any in or adopt any out. And thankfully, just yesterday, we did get news that they are starting adoptions now again. All their animals are healthy again. They've all been treated. So thankfully, that was good. And so I'm thinking probably our time with our current fosters won't be probably too much longer because they want to, they want to get these cats adopted out and into good homes. So that was actually good news. And again, we didn't mind keeping our foster for as long as possible. Like we don't mind that at all because he's super sweet and really cute. But at the same time, it's like, we also want to be able to take in more when the time comes because it's just kind of our way of helping. So yeah, so we've got 2 new fosters joining us. Went to the dinosaur park, it's been pretty chill and I'm really glad of that. Like, I think we're just trying to enjoy our last couple days of summer. Tomorrow, or again, the day that you see this, Maggie will have her meet the teacher. So I was really excited about that and she's excited. We did find out like her best friend who she's been with since kindergarten is also in the same class. So that was really nice. And so we do her meet the teacher. So I think that'll be really fun. She's looking forward to it. I'm not worried as far as at my daughter's school, like all the teachers are great. Like we feel very fortunate enough that she is at a school where it is like, she's very comfortable there. She's very, she feels very safe there. And we know that all the teachers there are just like absolutely amazing. They're all just really good. And so that's always kind of nice. It's one less thing to have to worry about. And so we'll meet her teacher tomorrow, which I think will be fun. And then what's kind of cool is, so she'll start next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the first day of school. And so my husband, he had a little time left to take off before like his vacation time recycles, because he gets a certain amount, every year. And it always starts over again in August. So he still had some days off. So he is taking Friday and the Monday off before school, and we're gonna just like kind of treat it as a little staycation. So I'm looking forward to that, and I know my daughter is too. We always like all 3 of us being able to do stuff together. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think it'll be fun. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I gotta have my daughter write out a list of some things that maybe she still wanted to do before school starts. And granted, we can't do all of them. So I said, okay, make your list. And I said, and then, of what you really want to do, like the things that you just can't live without doing before the summer ends. And I said, and we'll try and at least do 2 of them. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll have to tell you in next week's WIP and Chat what those 2 things were. But yeah, so we're going to do that. And again, just treat it as a staycation. And I'm looking forward to that. It's just, it's fun. Like I'm definitely a staycation kind of person. Like, obviously we actually did go on a real vacation this year. We did Washington, DC at the beginning of the summer, but sometimes those staycations are just nice too. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that'll be really fun. But so we've got that coming up. Let's see, some other things. I'm just trying to think of just catching you guys up. Oh, you can see, as you can see, our foster kitty loves to just chill and say hi. So you can kind of see him. You can see him right here. He's very sweet. He's very curious. He gets into everything right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him down though, but yes. I've noticed my diamond painting desk is, he really loves to be there. But so just some upcoming things. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Well, first things first, and one of the things that, we had been planning, or I've been planning along with Sophie and Anthony, Single and Placing and the Diamond Help Desk, is we were going to be doing a cross-stitch conversion event starting in October. So just he's just wanting to be with me right now. He's like actually cuddling with me right now. But so what's going on with that is we are not canceling it. We're not doing anything like that. We are going to postpone it though. So that's kind of the big thing right now, or I guess a bigger announcement is, again, we are not canceling it. We're not, like, there's no bad blood between us or anything. Just, I think there's a lot of like personal things going on with kind of each of us. And again, like I'm certainly not going to say what's going on for Anthony or Sophie or anything. Like that's their things to tell. But I know for me, I just want to still make sure I'm making good content, and I am having to find a balance with that now that I am more involved in the care of my in-laws with everything. So we kind of decided that we are still going to do the event. So again, I will say we are not canceling it. We're just postponing it. And so we're going to kind of, regroup, take a breather, kind of assess things, and then we will figure out when we're going to have it. So for those of you who have already bought, stuff to do it, go ahead and start if you want to. Like, don't think that, oh, well, now I can't do my kit or anything. No, you absolutely can, because we weren't going to require new starts or finishes anyways, because we know, cross-stitch conversion, that's a bigger project. And for most people, they typically take, months to finish, or sometimes even years. It just depends. So, hopefully people aren't too upset. Again, we're trying to think about the best way to do things, and we certainly never, ever want to upset anyone. We always appreciate all our subscribers and everything you guys do to support us. So hopefully, this doesn't cause people don't get upset, because we certainly don't want to do that. But we also know that there's just kind of a lot going on in our lives, all personally, or even if there's not issues personally, there's just busy schedules or work schedules and things like that. And, I think sometimes life just kind of catches up with you. And the last thing we want to do is do an event that we kind of rushed it. You know what I mean? When we do events, we want to make sure they're great events and that people want to participate in them. So that's kind of what's going on right now as far as the cross-stitch conversion. So again, just to really make it very black and white, we are not canceling it at all. We are just postponing. And again, this has nothing to do with there's no bad blood. There's me, Sophie, and Anthony are super strong. We're good. There's just other things going on that we were okay, maybe we should do this. So yeah, but I'm still looking forward to it. I'm excited. I've already got, some kits, and we're still keeping the Facebook group and everything. So we'll keep, doing stuff with that. So again, nothing's really changed. The event's still on. We're still hosting. Nothing's changed like that. We're just moving the timing of it. It's just, instead of starting in October, my guess is we're going to be postponing it, probably, we'll reassess in the new year. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So if you do have any questions or concerns, feel free to you can message me privately on Instagram, or I always list my email. So if you do have any kind of issue, if you would refrain from putting it in the comments, that would be helpful, just because you know, we want to keep things positive, but but seriously, we want to hear you. If you do have any concerns or anything, I know me personally, I don't want to ignore that or anything. And I know Sophie and Anthony wouldn't either. So if you do have any concerns or issues, please, please, please feel free to message us privately. Like that's not an issue. I don't ignore messages, and I know Sophie and Anthony don't. Like we're all, like we're all straight up with you guys, I feel like. So, yeah, so just let us know. But other than that, that's really, I guess that was probably the biggest piece of news to tell you guys, is just about that event and how, you know, we're kind of changing things around. But I have all the faith in the world that, you know, it was nice. Like I was telling some people when I was telling people when I went live and letting them know, and everyone was just super nice, super supportive. And, you know, we're saying like, hey, it'll line up when it's supposed to line up, and it'll happen when it happens, and just very supportive. So I really appreciate that. Because again, like I never, ever want to disappoint people, especially people who have supported this channel and who have just been very generous with their time and commenting and liking, you know, like I always want to make sure that you guys know I appreciate that so much. So anyhow, yeah, but that's kind of the only piece of big news really. Everything else is good. Like I'm loving working on this kit. It's been super fun. I would say the only thing is sometimes some of these symbols are a little harder to see, but it hasn't been too bad. But yeah, so I'm curious, like if anyone else, like when your kids are starting school, if, you know, when they're starting school, I know, you know, school's so different in different places. Like some people, they don't start until after Labor Day or, you know, things like that. So I'm curious to know like when your guys' kids go to school and when they start. Also too, as a former teacher, I was a special ed elementary teacher for 12 years. My thoughts are with all my teachers right there. So if you watch and you're a teacher, believe me, I know teaching right now it's not easy. And I'm like just wishing you all the best positive vibes and the best thoughts, because it's hard to be a teacher right now. And, I'm just thinking of all of you who have already been going to, you know, back to school in service and professional development. I get that. I remember that very, very well. So, I really do appreciate, what you guys are doing, and I just hope everyone's doing well with that. And Sunny wants to join us again. Oh, hi. So you guys get quite the show right now with Sunny. He's just like wanting to chill out. I should probably take him off because this is about seeing the work in progress, but instead you're seeing him. Oh, sorry guys. He's like resting on my shoulder right now. He's actually being really sweet. And now he's trying to bite me again. He's very playful. He's like very cuddly. And then the next moment he's like, I'm going to attack your hand. So here, I'll put him right here. No, he's wanting someone to play with him so much. There you guys go. Wow, he is just about as show-offy as Moneypenny. For those of you who watch my stuff, you know Moneypenny likes to make an appearance. And I think this little guy is the same way. He's very much like, I just want to show off for you guys. Yes, he's being very sweet, but I'm going to put him down. Because he's trying to like take over my shoulder. Okay, sorry about that guys, but you got to see like a sneak peek or a little visitor. But oh my gosh guys, what am I doing? I'm getting two more. Like what am I thinking? Maybe I am the crazy cat lady. I don't know. But yeah, so let me see how long I've been going. I've been going a little shorter today, but look at that though. How cute is this? I gotta show you. Look at her little ear. Like, isn't that a phrase? Cute as a mouse's ear? It is. It's super cute. So I'm not as far on this one as I wanted to be. Like, I couldn't diamond paint for 2 days just because I forget, like things were just busy. I don't even remember what they were for, but how cute is that though? I love her little ear, and her ear is like lined with ABs. It's super cute. But yeah, so really that's kind of it for this week, guys. I know this WIP and Chat is a little shorter than usual, but you know what? I think that's gonna be okay. I think we'll be all right. So next week will honestly be a little lighter on the content, only because it is the first week of school. And for my daughter, that brings like, you know, a lot of changes and transitions. So probably next week, I won't have as much content. I'll definitely have my weekly WIP and Chat, but that'll probably be it for next week, just because that first week of school, I just like to make sure, you know, I'm just really available for anything my daughter's going through. Because, you know, for those of you who have kids, like first week of school is always great, but it's also a lot of transitions. It's a new schedule and new people and all those sorts of things. So I always kind of like to so-called like clear my calendar just to kind of be prepared for that. It's just a system that works for us. So just to kind of let you guys know, but I will be still putting up weekly calendars. I put them up on the community tab. I put them up on Instagram as well. And I will make sure to still have next week's schedule. Again, it may be a little light, but I think that's going to be okay. I won't worry too much about it. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is taking care of each other, taking care of yourself, staying healthy. I know that's another thing with back to school. Like it's bad. I'm already stocking up on all the, you know, all the sick essentials, the Gatorade, the cold medicine, the chicken noodle soup. Like I do that every year at the beginning of school. I always stock up on that stuff because I know it's going to happen. So hopefully everyone's just doing that and staying healthy. And yeah, I hope this video brought you some joy. It always brings joy to me making them, especially when I've got, you know, it's never wrong. It's always fun when a little kitten joins you, which he's going to do again. Watch, he's coming right over here. He's like, yep, I'm going to join things again. Yep, there he is. He's just like, gosh, he's a cuddle bug right now. This is a whole different side I haven't seen of you, Sonny. But yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well. And like I said, I hope this video brings you joy. It always brings joy to me making them. Apparently Sonny likes them too. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.